Okay, so here's how to keep your team happy. We talked about this a little bit, but to my knowledge, only 2 to 3 people have ever willingly left Team Maria after the great debacle of 2020 or whenever that was. We've hired, no, this was before. I can't remember, but we've had a couple people leave for great reasons. And then we've had a couple people leave, the one person that I mentioned who had to leave for other reasons. All of that to say, when people come to work with me, they tend to stay for a very long time. So like I said earlier, I treat each team member with such respect and such gratitude. And I was actually just talking about this with C recently. They like working with me. And by the way, check that nuance. I never say so-and-so works for me. I say so-and-so works with me. And that tiny, tiny nuance is the absolute foundation of the philosophy of my entire leadership philosophy. You work with me, you don't work for me. That's the vibe. I would never want a power dynamic where it's like, well, you work for me, so you're going to do what I say. I can't imagine those words coming out of my mouth. I just cannot. So I never play any power games. I never make anyone feel small. We work together. You're a pro, I'm a pro, and we're working together. We work with each other. 4 things that I think really helps my team be happy is I lead with a firm, kind hand. I have always been very good at the kind part. I've gotten much better at the firm part. So I realize to be firm or at least direct is kindness. So if something isn't working, I just say that. And I've learned to not be afraid of those tough conversations. Hey, this is what you're doing. We actually need you to do this. I think old Maria was such a people pleaser that I really struggled in that department. If someone was doing something wrong, I was worried that I would hurt their feelings if I told them that. But what I've learned is that a good team member wants the feedback. They want to do a good job. And so I'm hurting everyone by not being direct. So I lead with a firm, kind hand. Second thing is knowing when to let the stupid shit go. There's a lot of stupid shit that happens just because they're humans. When I say stupid shit, I'm, as a human, temporarily frustrated because a mistake you should have caught or something I've told you before happens. But it doesn't happen frequently. It happens every so often. Example, we send out email to 400,000 people and it doesn't have the right link into it. Super frustrating, but it happens. It happens to the best of us. I've certainly done that, right? Or we're running ads to a page that Rose actually has literally never done this because she is a robot perfect. But ads, and just to give you an example, we're running ads, paying ads to a page that's broken, where the page isn't set up, right? The landing page broke. Rose, to my knowledge, has never done this. It's just an example. Stuff like this happens. You're a team of humans. That's my point. Is stupid shit that just happens because we're humans. Happens to the best of us. Happens to pros. You just don't even give that a second of your energy. Don't even worry about that at all. Who is that helping? Your team member already knows they messed up. They're the ones typically, in my case, that come to me. Hey, by the way, we sent an email out. I forgot to link to the right thing. So you got a whole bunch of views on a random YouTube video. Sorry. That happens and it's fine. It's totally fine. And you just gotta let it go. If you start sweating the small stuff, you are going to be crucified as a leader. And then the third thing is you will actually eliminate a lot of dumb stuff by hiring the right person to begin with. So this is it's very easy for me to let stupid stuff go because it rarely happens. If we had the same mistake happening week over week over week, I would be absolutely frustrated. I would be losing my mind. But that would be my job to fix because I was the one that hired the person in the first place. So you eliminate a lot of dumb stuff by hiring the right person to begin with. Just like you save yourself a lot of relationship pain by saying no to the first date versus trying to get divorced. It's like that. You say no to a lot of future pain by hiring the right person to begin with. And you save yourself a ton of money and time by not hiring the wrong person. So it's as much about saying yes to the right person and going all in and treating that right person yes to the right person as it is to saying no to the other 99 wrong person. So it's both. And then the other thing that I do that keeps my team happy is I overcompensate my team relative to the market. So my philosophy has always been, and we've talked about this quite a few times now, but find good people. 1, find good people. 2, pay them more. 3, give them as much time flexibility as humanly possible. That's my MO. And it seems to be really effective. People like to say, like I said, we have very rarely, people only leave because it's like such crazy good opportunity that I'm like, girl, your business just blew up. You need to go do that. You will always make more money working for yourself. Go do that. Like, that's why people leave. Or like, I'm getting married and I just had a baby. Okay, that makes sense. Go be with your baby. How can I not love and support that? Like, that's what I'm talking about when people leave. And even then, it's like 2 or 3 people because we don't hire a ton. In general, people come on Team Maria and they stay. And that is such a good sign. So, okay, I want to talk about how to fire gracefully. I've definitely had to. It's not fun. So I want to talk about how to do it gracefully. And then I think we're going to close out, baby.